Hi, I'm Dr. Nicole Steele, the founder and executive director of Diamond in the Rough, also known to some as the confidence coach and to others as the girl guru. Each year, I have an opportunity to address our parents, partners, and those who support the growth and empowerment of girls with the annual State of Our Daughters address. I get a chance to deliver this annual message based on our research, feedback, and personal observations made by me and my team through our mentoring and leadership program, which serves girls ages 4 to 18. In addition, I factor in the more than 30 plus years of personal and professional experience that I have gained in the mentoring and the youth development space, which also allows me to track trends and to share what I've personally witnessed as it pertains to the expanding social, emotional, and relational needs of girls in particular. As our nation continues to navigate the aftermath of a global pandemic, our girls and families are still feeling the impact, and communities of color are feeling them even more. While we've been making strides in the right direction, there remains an enormous amount of work yet to be done when it comes to helping our kids reach their full potential. Our girls have a lot on their minds and in their hearts. They're carrying the weight that their small frames were never created to bear. Many of them are feeling the weight of injustice, uncertainty, and the inequities that were created in this world long before any of them ever arrived. They're navigating a world filled with violence, with political discord, and economic frailties. They're feeling the weight in a world that still objectifies women and girls and encourages them to socially conform and fit in, when we all know they were never created to fit in, but were designed to stand out. Our girls are feeling the weight emotionally, trying to find their voice in a noisy world while wading through the personal feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. The weight of all of these things would leave any of us exhausted and emotionally drained. But just imagine what it's doing to the most vulnerable among us. I wish girls today were able to grow up in a world that allowed them to live life without a care. A world where they could fully explore the possibilities without the anxiety and fear on repeat in the back of their minds. A place where they could frolic and enjoy without looking over their shoulder or for waiting for the other shoe to drop. A place where they were totally safe and physically and emotionally secure. While those hopes seem unimaginable and unattainable in our current world, I do believe with awareness, we can put in place protective factors that can fully support our girls and families and help them thrive. As I bring forth the 2023 State of Our Daughters address, I want to draw your attention to 5 primary areas and observations that my team and I have identified as most important. I also want to share solutions that we can strive collectively to help better prepare our daughters for success. The areas I will specifically hone in on are the psychological needs, social and emotional needs, relational needs, and the developmental needs of our girls. So let's jump right in. When it comes to the psychological and mental needs of girls, a clarion call has been made by experts at the highest level, including by our U.S. Surgeon General, expressing the urgent need to address the rising mental health crisis we're facing in our nation and beyond. In addition, racial and ethnic disparities continue to play a role in the rising mental health and wellness conditions among girls, and especially girls of color. Unarguably, we all know we have a long road ahead to heal from the full impact the global pandemic created. But when it comes to the youngest among us, we have to put some additional support in place to help them heal. Despite what we see on the outside, many of our girls are not okay. From city to city and coast to coast, girls from all backgrounds are reporting increasing feelings of anxiety, uncertainty, and overwhelm. Depression is being reported more often in girls today, affecting girls as young as 12 years old. According to a recent study by the CDC, suspected suicide attempts in girls increased more than 50% compared to 3.7% among their male counterparts. These numbers aren't meant to scare you, but to heighten your sense of urgency and the need for us all to be aware and to remain diligent in helping our girls with their mental health needs. Within Diamond in the Rough, we've placed an emphasis on educating our girls and our parents through workshops, webinars, and resources. In 2021, we launched our CARE project, which specifically focuses on mental health, wellness, and self-care, and is committed to building resources and support through collaborations and referrals. With the help of community partners like the Forever Pink Foundation, the Jesse Parker Williams Foundation, and Hopebound, at Diamond in the Rough, we've been able to expand our resources and our reach, including new programs like our Care Club, which offers 8 weeks of intensive sessions to help girls cope, build awareness, resilience, and to be empowered. We've been able to expand our resource list of vetted mental health professionals who specialize in youth and families. While we've made great strides, we still have a lot more work to do. And so we look forward to continuing to expand our net and build our network even more. We understand that the mental health needs of our girls is critically important, and by placing a priority on helping them heal and become whole, it will only better prepare them for their bright futures. Now let's talk about the social and emotional needs of girls. When we examine the social and emotional health and wellness of our daughters, it's telling. There's been a great deal of focus in schools around the country stressing the importance of social and emotional development and the impact that it has on their lives and especially their academic success. We understand the importance of social emotional development and how it's built through mentoring. You may not be aware, but there's a mentoring gap that exists across our nation. And right here in our community, there are young people who desire to have mentors, but there are no mentors available. As many of you are aware, here at Diamond in the Rough, we operate every year with a waiting list. And that's a horrible situation to have. I can't stress to you enough how much it pains us that there are girls that are eager and excited and wanting to get the support and the resources and programs that we offer, yet we don't have the space to accommodate them. Not because the demand is there, but because we don't have the physical, the human resources, or the financial resources to meet the growing need. It's our desire that will one day not be our story. That there will be a day when we don't have a waiting list where every single girl and family that wants to be provided services is able to be served. We're seeing a need to focus even greater on equipping our girls and creating safe spaces where girls can build their social skills and gain emotional support. Helping girls build social skills and competencies is crucial, especially on the heels of what we've all experienced through social isolation brought on by COVID lockdowns. In addition, it's equally important for us to help our girls develop the ability to manage their emotions in a good and healthy way. By creating spaces that promote social and emotional learning for students, we can provide the necessary support to maximize their potential and lay a foundation for healthy development and relational growth. better increasing the chances for our girls to have academic success, career success, and overall life success. Many of our girls are struggling now with identity. In a noisy world with so many voices vying for their attention, it's difficult for many to sift through and to do the work to discover who they are. Many aren't given the time, the space, nor the tools to uncover the unique beauty that sits inside each one of them. Technology is also a problem. Technology is getting in the way of human interactions, as evidenced in the decrease in many of our girls not being able to effectively communicate and engage with others. Yes, we understand technology is here to stay, but we cannot lose the ability to connect and interact with others. Building 21st century skills, including soft skills and character, is also extremely crucial. The things that many of us grew up learning that was so common aren't so common nowadays. So we've got to make an effort to get back to the basics and teach our girls these basic soft skills. Research and best practices suggest that students' relationships with peers and caring adults are a key vehicle to learning critical skills like teamwork, communication, and coping with and expressing feelings. While relationships with parents and caregivers is generally the most important for young people's social and emotional development, it's been proven that non-parental adults and peers also can play a critical role. And that's where programs like Diamond in the Rough come in. We strive to continue to partner with parents, with schools, and the faith community to create safe spaces where girls can be seen, heard, and loved unconditionally. A place where they can learn not only from caring mentors and leaders, but can also learn from positive peer engagement and support. Be it in our community-based mentoring programs, our school-based learning environments, or our virtual platform, or even in the enrichment activities, camps and conferences and pop-ups that we host. We remain committed to providing safe spaces for girls to thrive. Now I want to turn our attention to the relational needs of girls. And while we could talk about a variety of different relationships, I want to hone in on the importance and the need for family relationships. At Diamond in the Rough, we have recognized an unprecedented attack on families over the past decade. It appears to be becoming more and more apparent, and it doesn't discriminate against households. The breakdown of communication and outside influences has made it increasingly challenging for parents and girls alike, causing overwhelm and in many instances, great fatigue. Many parents are feeling frustration and isolation, wondering if the challenges that they're facing are unique to them and their families. The answer is no. At Diamond in the Rough, we understand the importance of family and the vital role that parents and caregivers play in the lives of their growing girls. And we seek to strengthen those bonds and to better support both girls and families. We want to see ourselves as somewhat of a bridge builder because we found that girls and parents, believe it or not, want the same thing. For those parents that are listening, I must tell you, gone are the days when kids were to be seen and not heard. Today, our kids have a voice and they desperately want to use it. They want to be heard, but helping them effectively and respectfully communicate their needs is the key. We want to continue to work with kids to help them do that in a good and positive way. We desire to teach girls to recognize the many influences that can not only impact their lives individually, but can also affect their relationships with their parents and families. While we raise their awareness and we provide the tools to help them overcome the challenges, we want to be a force to help make that possible. We also want parents to know that they're not alone by providing spaces for them to learn and connect with other parents as they gain much needed tools for the task of raising girls. Through the Priceless Parenting Program and other family enrichment activities, we are committed to offering parents and families solutions, including both live and virtual workshops, webinars, classes, and cohorts. In addition, we want to continue to build partnerships with professionals in a variety of fields that will continue to help families not just function, but to flourish. Lastly, I want to focus on the developmental needs of our girls. We understand at Diamond in the Rough that it's not enough to build the character and the confidence of our girls if they're feeling grim about their futures. It's imperative for all of us to help them dig deep and to clear pathways for them to imagine the possibilities. Our kids are feeling fatigued when it comes to their futures. They have to wade through the fog and the feelings and the fears. The educational and corporate climate, the rising student debt, the great resignation, and so much more is weighing heavily on our children's minds and hearts, making it difficult for some of them to be hopeful about their futures. Many of them see family and friends working jobs that are unfulfilling as they navigate the economic climate and make it more and more exceedingly difficult to meet even the basic needs to take care of their families. Yet, they know the clock is ticking, and before they know it, they will be too pushed out of the net in hopes that they'll be able to fly and not fail. That's a lot of pressure. With record numbers of kids opting not to go the traditional route, it's important for us to expose our girls to all of the possibilities while preparing them for success. Whether that's the traditional 4-year college experience, a trade or certification route, entrepreneurship, or the armed forces. It's important for our girls to begin to map their skills and their interests with a pathway that leads to their individual purpose. In addition, we need to extend our support to parents and families as they walk alongside their daughters through this process. It can be a lot. Our Crowns College and Career Program, which is ever evolving, is committed to providing just that. We recently brought on 2 new Crowns coordinators to help us expand our college and career program. We look forward to continuing to provide educational opportunities and experiences through workshops, webinars, college tours, site visits, and other exposure opportunities. We're looking forward to significantly expanding our corporate and collegiate partners, as well as to build even stronger relationships with community partners and organizations and experts in the field. We strive to create a network of support made up of caring and compassionate people who share our passion to see girls succeed. As a result, we look forward to helping to build a pipeline of brilliant minds that will not only transform the workplace, but will transform the world. We want to create spaces for girls to dream again and for them to be inspired to reach for the stars because we believe that they can. In closing, I want to reiterate the potential that lies within this generation of girls. They are full of promise and potential. They just need to be reminded by those of us who can see beyond where they are today. We're all charged with helping them to truly uncover the brilliance that lies within. We are truly grateful for our partnerships with supporters like Canon Church, who's faithfully provided space for us to offer programming for 19 years and counting. To our local schools spanning multiple counties that welcome us into their schoolhouses year after year to provide much needed life and leadership skill training. We appreciate the support of individuals, organizations, state agencies, and corporations who help to support our program through grants, in-kind, and financial contributions. But we look forward to developing even more partnerships and building more support as we continue our efforts and expand our reach even further. We look forward to building that network of support of real models who will help our girls chart their course forward and who will cheer for them from the sidelines. At Diamond in the Rough, we strive to continue to be that reliable source for girls and families. We want to be among the first thing that people think of when it comes to empowering and equipping girls of all ages. We want Diamond in the Rough to be top of mind when people are looking for good ground to sow their time, their talent, and their treasures into, knowing that their investment here will reap a return far greater than one could ever imagine. We want Diamond in the Rough to be a force used by God to help close that mentoring gap and to be used to open the eyes and unlock the possibilities that lie within each one of our gems. We want it to be a place where girls are transformed and where they can unapologetically embrace their true beauty, boldness, and brilliance. We have enough hope, enough faith, enough fortitude to keep pressing. Despite the pressures our girls and families face, we know without a doubt, with patience and persistence, they can and will shine brilliantly for all the world to see. Won't you join us in our quest to help girls personify what it is to exhibit brilliance at its best? You can learn more about Diamond in the Rough by visiting ditr.org or by following us on social using the handle Diamond in the Rough Inc. My name is Dr. Nicole Steele, and I approve this message.